Hey guys, what is up? It's Dusty here, and welcome back to another crypto video. And today we have something really important to cover regarding XRP. So I was watching a video from Moon Lambo a little bit earlier today, and what I noticed is that the title is very significant. XRP might be delisted permanently from crypto exchanges, attorney warns. And even though I don't really watch too many YouTubers, the title definitely caught my attention, so I wanted to know what it was all about. And it's actually mostly talking about this little thread from John Deaton in which he talks about crypto exchanges. Now, please mind you very much so, I am extremely bullish on XRP, nor do I think that this will actually happen, and I will go over everything you need to know in just the most neutral fashion. As once more, I am bullish, and I don't think that this is actually any FUD. I just give you guys information about what's going on, right? That's exactly what I'm trying to do here. Having said that, make sure you press the like button and subscribe to the channel to support. I also noticed here that this video got a ton of dislikes, so help me out by pressing the like button to kind of even it out a little bit for if people decide to go ham on me. So, as a former federal prosecutor, I can tell you that what governs the case is the complaint, not a statement on the record, unless it's a stipulation or a statement made in a motion. That's why the SEC filed an amended complaint to cure deficiencies. The SEC stated in its opposition that it is not alleging secondary market sales as violations. So this specific part is something we've referred to quite often because the alleging secondary market sales are a violation are basically saying you and I, everybody in the US, even though I'm not there, but technically speaking, has been in violation because they've sold XRP, right? That's not really what they're saying, specifically not in the complaint. Then again, that is actually what they're coming on though. They're saying basically that every sale has been a security sale, but then again, they're also in some points saying, no, it's only about Ripple. Then again, that's still a little bit of a discussion. That simply means they aren't alleging it in this case. If XRP itself is deemed a security, as the SEC alleges, then they could claim violations in future cases. And this specifically is referring to the SEC's lawyer, which said, I believe it's Jorge Ternero, I'm not sure exactly, don't quote me on that. In one of the hearings, I believe on the 6th, he actually told the judge, no, we're not going versus all these secondary XP sales, we're only going after Ripple's sales. And John Deaton already a couple of times claimed that's not really true. You're going after all XRP sales, and that's specifically what he's also referring to right now. It is right now only about Ripple until XRP is actually considered a security, then it's about every sale of XRP ever. So he basically has two things highlighted. Let's quickly read. Ripple did not segregate or separately manage proceeds from different XP purchases in the offering, which Garlinghouse and Larson knew or recklessly disregarded at all relevant times. The nature of XRP itself made in the common thread among Ripple, its management, and all other XRP holders. Okay, so that is coming straight from the SEC. The nature of XRP itself made it the common thread among Ripple, its management, and all other XRP holders. No, this is another point from their suit. In the offerings, Ripple did not sell XRP for use or as a currency. No significant non-investment, quote-unquote, use for XRP exists. And Ripple did not sell XRP in the offering for use. And he basically says, not true. Let's move on. All right, so let's quickly see what else he has put there. He's put another little tweet right there. In contrast to Ripple, investors in XRP cannot take most of any of the steps that Ripple has taken to grow the XRP ecosystem and increase demand for XRP. Most, if not all, XRP investors simply lack the technical expertise and the resources to do so. That's interesting wording, but for sure, specifically because he's saying that Ripple is growing the XRP ecosystem, which basically is giving use case then, but all right. 286. XRP investors are not in any position to, for example, undertake various complex, expensive, and all-encompassing strategies about when or how to sell XRP into the markets to protect XRP's price, volume, and liquidity. I'm not exactly sure how that part is relevant, as Ripple has done in purported attempts to foster adoption of XRP. So they're basically saying Ripple has manipulated the price. They have protected the XRP price, they protected the XRP volume, and protected the XRP liquidity, which is interesting. I think one of the things they're trying to say here is that XRP investors could not build this use case which Ripple is building for the XRP community, or XRP ecosystem. Then again, I would also like to state it differently. It's just the power of whoever has a lot of the coin who has the biggest interest in the coin doing properly, right? Then again, it's also a different way around. If you have the most of the coins, well, then you're going to use them to spend on ecosystem to make the coins more valuable. In a sense, it's like if they were to burn all the coins, the use case would be kind of, deteriorating because they couldn't spend it anymore. If they were to give it away to other institutions, though, it would still be the same thing. It would basically be so Ripple could literally send 10 billion of their XRP 5 times to different institutions who would then work on XRP ecosystem. The only problem is they don't trust them, but theoretically speaking, the same result could be gathered because those guys have to work on it. The only problem is they can't work on a Ripple related use case, where Ripple of course has another ecosystem on its own, which could connect with XRP really quite properly, which is just easy and fast and just nice. Then again, in the end, I don't think it really matters too much. It's just they have a lot of XRP, okay, so it's good that they are the foundation who does this. It didn't have to be them, because we all know Ripple and XRP are separate. Nor are XRP investors in any position to increase significantly demand or value for XRP by developing a use for the token through entrepreneurial efforts, at least not. And that's also not true, guys. We know that there's quite a lot of use case being built by XRP community members. Then again, I think what they're referring to here specifically is the fact that XRP community is mostly still funded, XRP ecosystem, all those projects like Flare and like Vitsavint and whatever, they're all funded by Ripple. And that makes it difficult. That makes it a hard pill to swallow and a hard pill to come back by, because that is true. Ripple does fund most of the project, but then again, that's also what they're there for, right? For a good part, to fund more of the ecosystem because they have most of the XRP. It could be anybody else, but they have it. So yeah, does that mean it's a security of theirs? I'm not going to say so. I think they're just lucky with that. It's still decentralized though. It still is, regardless of how you see that point. We're talking about coin or distribution centralization, which basically is, for example, the same thing with Doge or same thing with Bitcoin for a good part. It's different than, for example, the mining decentralization where Bitcoin, where, again, a lot of it is done over in China, which you might call centralized. Now, moving on, that is why the exchanges would permanently delist XRP. People can continue to misstate the truth all they want. All the SEC had to do was stipulate that they are only claiming that XRP, when sold by Ripple, is a security. But they refused to do that. John Deaton didn't write the complaint. Let's quickly check it out. Okay, so point 353, the very nature of XRP in the market, as constructed and promoted by Ripple, compels reasonable XRP purchasers to view XRP as an investment. He says, crypto, I'm not exactly sure about, okay, that's the next point. This is only some, maybe, about seeing XRP as an investment. But here's the saying, okay, so Ripple has promoted XRP as an investment. I don't actually think so. I think if you look at how Ripple views XRP, they always see it as a utility token. They usually tell like, hey, XRP will be used to transfer value. They never say, hey, XRP's value could literally go up because of this or that. And if you think or look into their statements, what they usually say is XRP could be useful in ODL, but the price doesn't necessarily have to go up at all, literally. I think that's really one of their basis points, that it's going to be really useful, but the price, hey, that's not our real business. Because I don't think I've ever had the impression from them that they, again, Ripple themselves, thought or said the price should go up. It's only, for example, some members of Ripple, which of course are people too, right? I mean, a David Schwartz, for example, that's a human being. He can say whatever the frick he wants about XRP in the end of things anyway, because it's a crypto, it's not their security. So, yeah, my opinion. 354, except for certain trading volume limitations, XRP is freely transferable or tradable without restrictions the moment it is purchased, and it was offered broadly and widely to all potential purchasers, not just those who might be reasonably expected to use XRP. XRP is freely transferable or tradable without restrictions the moment it is purchased, and it was offered broadly and widely to all potential purchasers, not just those who might be reasonably expected to use XRP. Okay, I'm not exactly sure why this point was made. This actually makes me wonder if Ripple posted this or who exactly posted this one, because the first one seems kind of negative towards Ripple. This one seems kind of positive. It's basically like, oh, people could buy it. Not only people who decided to use it, but also speculators. But that's logical, right? How's that a point? Not exactly sure why this is a point, but okay. And then here, moreover, the value of Ripple's current holdings of XRP, approximately 28 billion. and of XRP's total market cap, approximately 58 billion. Given that, as Garlinghouse has publicly stated, Ripple would not be profitable or cash flow positive without selling XRP, demonstrates that XRP investors are speculating that Ripple will achieve its stated goals with respect to XRP. In other words, market participants, when they buy XRP, are speculating that Ripple's economic incentives and its promises with respect to XRP will lead it to successfully solve the trillion-dollar problem that will increase demand for XRP. Difficult one, difficult one, difficult one. Let's quickly see what else he has written down. Let's go on. I have attached just a few of the allegations in the complaint that demonstrates the SEC's theory, the nature of XRP itself, the very nature of XRP in the market. That's why Judge Netburn, not John Deaton, said to the SEC on the record that based on the SEC's complaint and theory of the case, quote, every individual in the world who is selling XRP is committing a Section 5 violation. That was the judge, not me. I know, it's absurd. I'm sure some people find it hard to believe that the SEC would make this argument, but they claim XRP has no utility. They claim XRP has no utility even today. They just said it again in their opposition papers. So if anyone claims the SEC is only arguing that when Ripple sells XRP it's a violation, is ignoring the complaint, which governs the case, and the judge. I'm fair game. People can ignore me or criticize me. I'm not perfect, and I'll be the first person to agree that I'm a flawed human being just like everyone else. Hester Pierce said in an interview with Thinking Crypto, she is trying to get the SEC away from viewing the token as a security. So am I. Whew, that is interesting. That is definitely interesting. So what it basically comes down to, for all of you that do not follow this whole piece, it is basically the SEC stating that any single person who has ever transacted XRP is in violation. And once more, only for the US, by the way. And that is a hard pill to swallow because they're supposed to protect the investors. So in their current system or way it's going, literally everybody's in violation, which I don't really get how a SEC would ever do that or why, or if this is actually going to result in the end to that, because the judge would also reasonably, see like, okay, that doesn't make any sense, right? If you're buying, selling XRP, no, this doesn't make any sense to me at all. This is the stupidest stuff I've ever read in a long time. Then again, John Dean has a point. If that's literally what the SEC wants to get, then exchanges cannot transfer XRP anymore, logically, right? If the SEC really alleges that every sale in the second market ever is a security sale, then that basically means that every exchange out there has a lot of trouble. Oh, that has a lot of trouble. Specifically the ones that are still continuing on right now to sell XRP. They will always make the point we couldn't have known because even you didn't know. Once more, the SEC says they don't know for sure that XRP is security. They're alleging it. So they can always, use that argument like, hey, you didn't tell us. You just said so, but you should have told us then if it really was. And since they didn't, well, they're not doing that. But then again, if any exchange allows XRP trading, that would mean that they are basically selling unregistered securities, right? Or maybe at that point, just proper securities, but then again, they need to have a special license like Coinbase has for that type of stuff. It is definitely a hard pill to swallow and definitely interesting. Is this bearish or bad? No, not at all. Why? Well, there's really nothing new stated here. The only new thing is, I guess, that the SEC is really against us. Really not helping, really not for adoption. They're really just trying to hurt people to some degree, because I don't know why you would see secondary XRP sales as an investment contract. Let's make one thing clear. I'm not a financial advisor, not a lawyer, not anything like that, so don't see this as financial advice or legal advice, because I'm just a really random guy, right? I'm just reading this with my own stupid-ass opinion, not a legal one, and I've tried to read as many comments here as I can from maybe people that do have a legal background, and let's quickly check out. So Henry said, but if that's the case, what holds them back from delisting every coin then? XRP is more of a currency than almost every token out there. Very solid point, right? Literally, if the XRP suit is lost by Ripple, I think a lot of cryptos are going to be going. So I really agree with Henry here. Crypto is really going to the freaking gutter for a little while. Will it survive? Yes. Will it come back stronger? Yes. But that would be quite annoying. That's just what I want to say. Then DJ Jarvis says, I'm not scared at all. I believe that even if Ripple loses, Ripple moves operations overseas, and if that happens, I hope Ripple makes our government regret for pushing innovation out of America. Also true, Ripple will definitely survive, XRP will definitely thrive still, but it would just exclude America to some degree, and that's going to be really annoying though, because I'm also not sure what's going to happen to XRP in the US then if that were to happen. Once more guys, make sure you understand, I do still think Ripple is going to win. I do still think so. Just logic would suffice to say that. However, I don't know exactly if he's talking about some miscellaneous scenarios or just to confirm basically here that the SEC is not working for us and that this suit doesn't really make a lot of sense. It's just kind of it's a mind game, I think. And then XXX says, it's one thing to educate people, but it's another when the title comes across as FUD. Somebody says, I'm getting tired of it. I'm not exactly sure why people think this is really bad, because it is a warning to give. I don't know. I just think you're trying to inform people still, so I'm not exactly sure. It's also pretty hard to think of a title, guys. I do this so often. It's definitely not that easy, at least in my opinion, right? I make a couple videos a day. It's hard to come up with proper titles. Sean says, filings are called pleadings, so when Ripple wins a pre-trial filing, they win a decision against or for the pleading. Quickly check it out. Yeah, I'll also try to remember that. And here another person says, the Treasurer of the United States has joined the board of directors of Ripple, not XRP. That would not happen if XRP didn't have a future. Once we're talking about Ripple, not XRP. But the point is still clear, though, right? I still agree with that. I still agree, once more, that to a certain part, it's almost impossible to think of Ripple losing this one on the fact that XRP is a security, just because it doesn't make much sense. If XRP is going down, half the cryptos are going down out there, so be prepared for a complete ass whooping if that's about to happen, which I don't think it will. It will be a really bad rep for the SEC, just the destroyers of crypto in the United States, which will always be temporary, because eventually they're going to turn that verdict around, or they're going to be one of the only countries in the world to actually be against crypto altogether. Almost every country out there has banned, just some sort of crypto, maybe, if they, if anything at all, some parts, but they can't ban crypto altogether. That's just economical, I don't want to say the word, right? But you guys get it. It's economical, it's just really, really bad for your country, really bad for everything. So if the US were to do that, they'd literally maybe lose the world reserve currency status, or they would lose a lot, because basically they were the #1 in almost everything for so many years right now, and they're going to be so much behind. It would be one of the dumbest things to do, but right now the SEC is trying to do that. Literally, they're trying to destroy US innovation in the in the crypto realm. It's ridiculous. Once more, guys, I have a trading competition going on over on Bybit. If you want to join, go check it out. Link is down below. It is basically, right now, if you deposit 1,000 XRP, you get you get a free entry into 5 Ledger Nano X's that we're going to be giving away. And if you deposit over 500 XRP, you have a 25 XRP bonus. Just quickly to let you guys know, link is down below. You are also helping me. And yeah, this is the platform I'm using to trade. If you're in the US, use a VPN. A link is down below for that too. I'm not sure if I get something from that, but there is a link. Maybe it gives you some discount. Not sure. I will check it out. If I'm not sure about that, I'll check it out if I can actually give any discount on all of that stuff. Not sure about it, but I will check, and let me know what you guys think about that. So is it getting listed? No. It's just, I believe, saying that the SEC wants to really destroy XRP altogether, just complete annihilation, and really also hurt every single person who's ever hold XRP in the US. It's going to be interesting. Let's put it like that. I'm not sure what I'm going to title the video just quite yet. We'll see, though. And hopefully you guys enjoyed this one and hopefully find it informative. If you did, make sure you press the like button and subscribe to the channel. See you guys again in another one.